Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Katie. We have made it to day 18 on Mermaid and today's prompt is wreckage. So our poor Finley on today's picture is a little worse for wear. She's been burning the candle at both ends. She might have had one too many martinis in front of that glorious sunset, and she's feeling it today. It looks like her and Clawdia have had quite a party and have broken the fish tank, hence the wreckage. And wreckage can also possibly symbolise the poor state that Finley has gotten herself into as well. So as usual, I am outlining everything with my trusty Faber-Castell liner pen, all in preparation to add some glorious colour. There were quite a few more details that I had to add into this one because there were shards of fish bowl, and I also had to include the other side of the bowl and actually make it look like there was a chunk missing but the other side of the rim was visible, which is quite tricky. And I also had to emphasise water pouring out of this bowl and there being a puddle next to it. So the medium I'm using today are Marabou watercolour pencils, and I think they might be part of a Crayart selection. I'm not sure entirely, but they are part of the same brand as those water soluble crayons that you can get, and I do have some of them, but I'm not going to use them for Mermaid because they're a little bit too chunky for the A5 paper I'm using, but I thought these would be a nice compromise. And you know what, I think they cost me about £3 here in the UK. I got them from a supermarket, which was Lidl, and sometimes they have on offer or as a promotion they have art materials, and I just picked these up on a whim. I have used the art crayons prior to this and I thought, let's try these coloured pencils out, and I quite like them. I'm not saying they're up there with like your Faber-Castells or your Derwent, but to be fair, they're pretty good. They dissolve really nicely, as you can see on screen. In fact, once they're dissolved, instead of the pigment washing away, it actually really brings it out quite nicely. And yeah, for about £3, they're fab, can't grumble at them. In fact, this was quite an enjoyable piece to colour in with these. I have got a video coming up using some other watercolour pencils, which I'll obviously talk about in that video. But the difference between these and the ones I'm going to be using on one of the other Mermaid prompts is significantly different. I also thought instead of using a water brush, I would just use a good old school paintbrush, mainly because I can control the flow of water, and why not? It's not as if I'm on the go with these, so I prefer to use a paintbrush with them. A water brush is handy, and I do like to use them sometimes when I simply can't be bothered to change the water, but on this occasion I thought, let's just use a paintbrush and do it properly. One of the things I really like about this picture is the fact that poor Finley looks like she's going to be sick. But another thing that I like is the fact Clawdia is holding her hair back, and I wanted to make this one funny, and hopefully my friend who's watching this, because I had a conversation with her about it and I was like, what shall I do for this, and she sort of came up with the idea. So if you're watching, my dear, this one is for you, and I hope it's made you smile. Oh, and thank you for being the friend who's held my hair one or two times as well. But that's getting off subject a little. For the background, I just did a very light layer of the pink. The only thing with these is that there aren't many colours. I think there was about 6. So I tried to do my best here. But I gave the background a nice pink, and we are all done. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope it's made you smile as well. It is quite funny, and I've enjoyed doing this too. If you have enjoyed it, Don't forget to give me a like. If you're new here as well, why not hit that subscribe button and check out the playlist as well. And I just want to say a massive thank you. If you want to drop anything in the comments, by all means go for it. I do get round to answering them all. And I will see you lovely people for tomorrow's prompt. See you soon. Bye.